Alrighty, welcome back everybody to another video. So today's video is going to be a bit different. It's not going to be any backtesting, it's just going to be data review. So as you can see, overall win rate was 70% over 200 trades. Some of this was coming from this. I was testing my scalping model versus my intraday trading model, and you know, intraday always wins. Scalping is pretty mid in my opinion. It's just there for days, which you can't trade your intraday model, right? And I mean, even with the scalping, like it doesn't happen every day. But this is the important one. This is the one I did the backtest series on, and as we can see, I finished it. So we're going to be going over. As we can see, we have a big equity growth and a nice monthly performance and a great daily performance. So let's just jump right into the analytics. So starting off, so we have a nice trend line. Win rate 63.57%, which in my opinion that is great because I trade overall higher RR. I think my average is like around 1.6, 1.7. You can see total P&L is $9,125 $20, and then the account balance was obviously started at 10K. We took 129 trades, 82 trades were winners, and 47 trades were losers. My best win was 7.87%, and worst loss was under 3%. Average loss 1.12, average win almost 1.5. So we can see that losers are smaller than the winners, which is great. Max consecutive losses was only 5, max consecutive wins 13. I have almost double the amount of wins I get consecutively over losses, which is great as well. A lot of people will neglect this, but this matters like greatly in my opinion. If you see that I have more sell trades than buy, I like to think of buy as expanding and sell as retracements. So you'll obviously get more retracements trades during the year than expanding, right? But I would say sell, or retracement trades are a lot more. You can go a lot more in depth with a retracement trade than expanding, because expanding usually happens, it's all-time highs or like close to all-time highs. And that's why I prefer, me personally, I prefer taking retracement trades over expanding trades. And I mean, even the win rate's better, 64% in the selling and 61 in expanding, right? So 64 retracement and 61, almost 62 in expanding. We can see everything was in New York, obviously. Don't really care about this. Don't really care about this as well, but this is for the people that want to see it. Now this, right, we can see they only had one red month out of the 12. I'm really great. I got to be able to recover October to like pretty much just a break-even month. But we can see that the total YTD gains, or the performance of the year, was 91.25%. Now this is great because if we see, we were only risking, probably average risking 1.12%. So this is great to have a 91.25% return. But coming in on the year, I did count this, if I remember correctly, before I started making this video. Pretty sure it was 71 green and 33 red days. So 77 green days and 33 red. 71 green days and 33 red days, but you can pause the video and just count it. And then this don't really matter, but yeah, I am probably done backtesting for a while because I am confident in my model now. I mean, I've taken 200 trades, 70% win rate, and this isn't just like in my backtesting data, well, it's like in my real-time data as well, in my Notion. And that's like one thing I recommend is, you know, actually tracking your stuff, your live stuff as well. But if you're not confident in your model, you know, definitely, you know, sign up to like maybe even like a free FX replay account for the 30 days and then just backtest until you're confident. So I would say I'm definitely confident in my models, not just like my model, but my models, because my win rate over my trades taken is like way better than what it was when I first started. And I mean, you can't, you know, if you keep like learning different types of price action, so like 2023 data is different than 2024 price action. 2024 price action is going to be different between 2025 price action. So if you keep backtesting, you know, 2022 data, 2023, 2021, 2020 data, like price action, it's going to start affecting, you know, you got to adjust to the year. So it doesn't like help that you keep, you know, backtesting previous data. That's why a lot of traders would say like, you know, just backtest your model, know your model, but don't get stuck up in constant backtesting, because different years is different price action. So having to like, you know, having, let's say, 3 years of backtest data under your belt won't compare to having a year in live price action data, like in a Notion folder or whatever, just because it is different price action. So you can't compare, like, let's say 2026, you know, you get a 70% gain back. You can't compare 2026 price action with 2025 because different political and economic events happen. That's what I'm saying. Don't get stuck up. I would say get confident in your model. You know, take 200 trades. If your win rate, if you're happy with your win rate, if you're happy with your returns, so on, so on. You know, just get over the backtesting phase. I would definitely come back to backtesting later on, but I would say the backtesting series or the videos are done for a while, just because I don't need a backtest anymore. I'm profitable in backtest, you know, profitable in backtest and in my live data in my Notion, right? So for me to keep backtesting and having to say like, oh, I have 2022 data on my belt, 2023 data, like I've traded 5 years backtested data, you know, from 2020 up until 2020, mid 2025, you know, that's not going to help, because like I said, each year's price action is different. That's why you got to adjust or like tweak your models a little bit during quarter 1 and quarter 2 of the year, so that quarter 3 is your highest performance, right? Because I mean, if you can look over here on 2023, I have a look at real quick. You can see that I started performing more during, this was like more adjustment, and then this, you know, February is just, you can't even count this, and you started growing a bit more, and then during like the rest of the quarters, you kind of like learn how the price action moves during that year. So that's what I'm saying. Don't get stuck up in the trap with, you know, collecting data, because that's a whole nother like thing in trading. If you get addicted to collecting data, you're going to start chasing data, which it's not that important for backtesting. Like forward testing, yes, but backtesting, you don't need 6 years backtesting, because every year's price action is different. But that's pretty much gonna wrap up the video, and I am done backtesting, or like uploading backtesting videos. So sorry for people that just watch the videos for the backtesting, but I will definitely get back to it. But for now, it's gonna be definitely more focused on different trading videos and trade recaps. I lost my trade recap footage from 2 weeks ago. That's why, and I didn't get a trade this week. But yeah, so it's definitely gonna be a bit more different trading videos than the backtesting. But yeah, let us